Good day, fellow observers. Today we're going to do a Dunkin test for version 13.2.2. It's going to be an 11-minute drive, 4.1 miles. Let me activate FSD. Okay, so now we are reversing. Okay, good. And now we're making a right turn here. All right, good. Okay. All right, good. Okay, we are stopping here. Okay, so now we're supposed to be going straight, but now we are turning right here.
Now turn right onto Hempstead Turnpike.
Okay, good. Okay, now we are on clear.
In 500 feet, make a U-turn to stay on Hempstead Turnpike. Now make a U-turn to stay on Hempstead Turnpike.
So let's see how FSD will make this U-turn. Okay, now we have a green light. Okay, let's see how FSD will do this. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna disengage and do the U-turn here. And now I re-engage it. So FSD was not confident with that U-turn. And now we have a green light. So we have a green light here. Now we have a green light.
In 500 feet, turn right onto North Bellmore Road.
Okay, good lane change here.
Now turn right onto North Bellmore Road.
Okay, good stop. Okay, so now we advance. And we make a right here.
Now stay straight to take the Wantagh Pkwy North ramp.
So this is a stay straight, but it's not really straight. Just want to point that out. Good lane change here to the passing lane and having a faster speed.
In 1 mile, take exit W2E on the right onto Old Country Road.
Okay, good lane change to the right lane.
Now take exit W2E on the right.
Okay, good. Now we are exiting. Good speed. Reasonable to me. Enough to not complain. Okay, so now we make a right here on stop. Okay. Alright, good creep. I got used to how it creeps. Okay, so let's see if FSD will get lost. Now we're here on the left lane. And we will soon move.
In 1,000 feet, turn left. Then your destination will be on the right.
Let's see. I think FSD, yeah, it's not going to the left turn lane right away. It's a bit early, I mean a bit late. And now we're making a left here. For some reason, it is going to a 7-Eleven instead of a Dunkin.
Now turn left. Now your destination is on the left.
So we are not here, although it parked beautifully. And you see here, it's Dunkin, but this is 7-Eleven. So that's not close. Okay, so it's backing up. I want to see why though. Maybe it realized that it's not at the destination. Yeah, it's trying to go straight there. Okay, so it kind of figured out that this was not the way. So I'm gonna disengage here and actually just re-engage it here. Okay, so it's going here.
Now make a U-turn at Carman Avenue. Now turn right.
Okay, let's see what FSD will do here.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Tech Street.
Okay, so this is a dead end. So what will FSD do? Let's see. Is there a way here? Okay, good. Okay, this is the first time I'm seeing FSD is incorporating a reverse. Alright, so it disengaged thinking that we're here, but I mean, yeah, it stopped thinking that we arrived at the destination for the second time. So I do believe that FSD is having a hard time finding Dunkin at the moment. Okay, good. So I'm gonna navigate it again.
Now turn left onto West Old Country Road.
Now let's see. Okay, so it turned right. I think it turned right because I turned on the right turn signal.
In 1,000 feet, make a U-turn at Carman Avenue onto Old Country Road.
Okay, it's saying make a U-turn, but earlier we made
Now
a
make a
U-turn.
U-turn at Carman Avenue.
And it wasn't sure about its U-turn. So may have to prepare for... Yep, so I'm gonna disengage here. So that was an iffy U-turn. Then I'll re-engage it here.
In 500 feet, turn sharp right onto Carman Avenue extension. Now turn sharp right onto Carman Avenue extension.
Okay, now we have a green light. Okay, good.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Old Country Road. Now turn right onto Old Country Road.
Okay, now we have a green light. Okay, good lane change here. And now we advance. Okay, so if FSD will make a premature
In
left
500
turn,
feet, turn left. Then
I
your
will
destination will be on the right.
disengage. So it's a bit late on going to the left turn lane. Okay.
Now turn left.
Okay, so I'm gonna disengage and go here.
Now your destination is on the right.
So let me just end the trip. So FSD earlier was able to get out of the parking spot doing a reverse, and that was good, and was able to find its way out. The thing is, it had to make a U-turn for some reason, not following the navigation, which was interesting, and I think it's only the second time that it happened. And I had to disengage on the U-turn because it was not sure if it can make it, but actually it could. So I just, wait, did I disengage or press the accelerator? So now I can't remember. I may have just pressed the accelerator or disengaged, so just wanna put some asterisk there. And then FSD after that was, I do believe I disengaged, and then after I re-engaged, it went to the middle lane and continued straight. And after that, FSD went through several lights and it didn't have any problems with that. And eventually at the close to North Bellmore Road, it made a lane change to the right turn lane and eventually made a right and made a continuous straight towards Wantagh Parkway, which is not a straight. Then it merged to Wantagh Parkway, and then FSD went to the passing lane for a bit, then went back, and then it exited towards Old Country Road on stop, made a right there. And the thing is, FSD went to the left lane and was a bit slow on slow on moving to the left turn lane, and so it was crossing over a solid white line, and then it made a premature left turn and it went to 7-Eleven instead of Dunkin, which is right beside it. And then FSD actually made a parking attempt, and it did. It stopped for a moment, but then eventually it moved again. It backed up and then made a right close to the Dunkin, but it was separated by a fence. And so it was now trying to go to the Old Country Roadway and make a left, but that is too short for it to make a left because there are oncoming traffic that's passing by. So I had to disengage there, and I got out of the parking area of 7-Eleven and then re-engaged, and for some reason it made a right turn right away just right before 7-Eleven, and then it got stuck there thinking that it could make a U-turn, and then it just stopped at a corner parking spot. Then FSD just ended the whole trip, and I think it thought that it was already at destination, but FSD was still separated by a fence from Dunkin. So technically it's not on Dunkin, it's just a nearby place. And so I drove ahead and got out, and then reactivated it as I turned the right turn signal towards Old Country Road, and FSD on re-engagement, FSD was able to make a right and then tried to make a U-turn further down, but there was not enough space to make that U-turn, and so I had to disengage. After that, I drove towards Carman Avenue, and FSD was able to take over and made a right to Carman Avenue extension. Then FSD made a right on Green to Old Country Road again. And so on this time, it was again a bit late on going to the left turn lane, and it went over on a solid white line. Then FSD tried to make a premature left turn, so I disengaged, and then I just drove to Dunkin. So overall, there are a lot of things that are going on. FSD not following the nav, making a U-turn that wasn't sure of, even though there was space, and then also doing premature left turns ×2 because it tried to go to 7-Eleven, and then FSD went on another U-turn on Old Country Road. So there are several disengages there and human interventions. Now overall, the trip was it has its own surprises actually, making that U-turn. So it was not as predictable as other tests. So I think this is a good thing why I'm keeping Dunkin, because we're having this kind of testing and there are some surprises along the way. So those are all my takeaways for this test, and if you find this video helpful or of value, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!